We have just a couple of breaks on this Cyber Monday. Not a whole lot going on tonight. We're going to open 3 boxes of 2017 Panini Immaculate Football. That's the back half of a case that we started the other day. And then we will follow that up with 4 boxes of 2017 Topps Luminaries Baseball. That is also the back part of the case, but that particular case we had split into thirds. So this is the last third of that case. So those are the only 2 things we're opening up tonight, Immaculate Football and Luminaries Baseball. Let's take a look at the spreadsheet for the first break, which will be the Immaculate Football. And this is 3 boxes of 2017 Panini Immaculate Football is a half case break, break number 3, back half of a case we started the other day. The reason it's number 3, because we had some loose boxes. I had a case and a half of this. I split the second case with somebody else, so that's why it's numbered as 3, but the back half of the case. Our eBay end date was 11/27, which is tonight. Our live stream schedule also tonight, Monday 11/27 at 10:15 Eastern. Team names are on the left, winning bidders across from it on the right-hand side. Anything you see that says no bids buyback is an orphan team, unloved, unwanted, anything comes out for that team, it stays here with me and joins its brothers on Card Mountain. Otherwise, if it comes out for you, this stuff is probably going to ship on Wednesday because I'm in pretty good shape shipping-wise right now. So I'm anticipating we're looking probably at Wednesday to get this out the door and on the way. Now, before I cut into that, I am going to change the camera. You're going to see the background go out of focus a little bit. That's because I take the autofocus off. I don't like all that zooming in and out that it tries to do when you want to look at the cards up close. So I usually just set the focus myself at about the distance that we want to have to take a look at our cards. Now, of course, each one of these tins will have 1 pack in it. And each one of our packs has loads and loads of hits in it. It's actually not a pack, it's a box, but I call it a pack anyway. Just out of habit, I guess. Honestly, they could make these things a little bit less money if they wouldn't put it in that kind of packaging. Of course, I get that's part of how they're trying to create the brand identity to make it a high-end brand, but yet you got to feel like you're probably paying at least 30 bucks a box or so just for the packaging would be my guess. That one looks like it's a thick group of cards, doesn't it? Like the lid doesn't sit down as far on this one as it does on all the others. So maybe we're going to be lucky and have a special hit in that particular box. That's how it would seem to me, based on how the lid fit on there. I think we're going to have something special in that one. I hope so, anyway, for your sake. Okay, so everything is out. Let's take a look at what we have. Everything in here is going to be numbered. Even our base cards are numbered in Immaculate. First out, Julio Jones /99 for the Falcons. There is a little bit of chipping in that lower right. That's that kind of little white speck you see. You can expect to find chipping on the corners and edges of virtually all of these cards. If I see it, I will usually call it out, but expect it to be there. For the Eagles /99, Carson Wentz and Zach Ertz. And the Eagles have been on fire. Have they not? Yeah, they've been awesome so far this year. Joe Williams, and that is off of a cap, it says, player caps. It's a nice big piece of material, but it's just the one color. It is numbered to 15. That is 5 of 15. For some reason, the light's kind of bouncing off of that, so I have to hold it at a little bit of an angle to get the numbering to show up properly. A little Taywan Taylor for the Tennessee Titans. That is numbered to 10, and his signature is every kind of cool. I love it. His signature is just awesome. And, of course, I like when they're on the eye black. Got a redemption. We're going to set that aside for a minute. And the Texans were just made super happy because there's a little Deshaun Watson for you, numbered to 25. Nice tricolor patch on-card auto, numbered 10 of 25. Once again, I do see some chipping in the lower left. I'm trying to get that. I think you can maybe see that little speck of white. And a little bit also on, well, actually all four of the corners and the edges have just a little bit of chipping. Not tremendous amounts, but some. We'll go back to our redemption at the end of the break. In case we find another, we'll do them all at once. Larry Fitzgerald to 99 for the Cardinals. Dual materials for the Seahawks, Russell Wilson and Richard Sherman. That one is numbered to 99. And I'm actually going to change one thing here. For some reason, the lighting is just a little bit odd tonight in here. And I set up in the same place every single night. I don't know what the deal is. So I'm going to try to adjust the aperture of the camera just a little bit and change the light that comes in, see if that helps us any or not. Justin Houston for the Kansas City Chiefs. That looks like that is game worn. I'm going to assume that it is. And does it tell us back here? Yeah, it is game worn. Numbered to 25. Cooper Kupp to 99 for the Rams. I think he's had an up and down kind of season so far, but I think he's going to turn out to be a pretty good player on the whole. Marlon Mack for the Colts. That is numbered to 99. You have triple materials, on-card auto, definitely some imperfection, some chipping in that lower right corner, lower edge and corner. Kenny Golladay for the Detroit Lions. That is number 84 of 99. Nice patch, looks like piece of a letter or a number. On-card auto, of course, and once again, like our other cards, with some minor edge and corner issues. Now we're going to get to this pack with this big, fat card in it, which is going to be a special hit, I hope. This is to 99 on the Navarro Bowman for the 49ers. Definitely has a big chip down there lower left. You see that big white chunk right there. Chris Godwin to 99 for the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. And Texans with another nice hit with the Deonta Foreman to 25. On-card auto, Tri Materials. Once again, you can see that lower right corner's got some problems with it. For the Chargers, we have a little RPA action. Mike Williams to 99. Very nice tricolor patch and on-card auto, once again with some edge and corner issues of varying degrees there. Then we have Fred Taylor and Mark Brunell for the Jags. That's numbered to 15. And I'm about to make somebody with the Bears really happy, because look at that. How sweet is that? That is from the shoe, of course. And it is a massively thick card. No way are we going to have anything for that to fit in. And of course, it's a beautiful little 1 of 1. So why is that not, I don't know what the deal is tonight. Why the lighting is so weird when it's the same setup as always. But anyway, beautiful little 1 of 1 Mitch Trubisky for the Chicago Bears. And, of course, I do not have anything that'll fit in a one-touch. Well, you know what? No, I think it's probably even too thick for that. I do have a 260-point one-touch, but I feel like that card's going to be thicker than that. But I'll figure out a way to get it to you safely. No worries about that. And our redemption is an Immaculate Eye Black. It is Larry Sonka. And if you bear with me here a second, I'm going to pull this up, and we will go to the checklist and find this as soon as I can get my stuff together here. I get the Panini website up, and then I will bring you over here with me if I can get it typed in. At least I think I can bring you with me. I often do this on my iPad as opposed to on the laptop, but I think I have figured out a way to see if I'm right. Nope, not right there. I think I figured out a way to let you look alongside me here, maybe. There we go. All right, so let's see if we can bring up this card. It's our lovely little drop-down menus. They take a minute to get through, of course. And this, what did I say this was? Card set is Immaculate Eye Black. And it was card number 10, Larry Zonka for the Miami Dolphins. And you can see there it's going to be numbered to 25. So our redemption is headed off to the Dolphins, numbered to 25. I did put that in a sleeve before I'm writing on it, so if you don't want to have the writing on it, you can just take the sleeve off and throw it away. Otherwise, if you want it, there it is. So there's our redemption, one of our hits, of course. Our nice little one-of-one Mitch Trubisky Nike swoosh from the shoes is really just an awesome hit. That's a really cool card. And the rest of these we'll just take another little flip through as a recap in case someone missed something or in case you just have scrolled to the end and you want to take a look at this later. I'm still just trying to figure out why all of a sudden tonight our lighting, that made it worse, didn't it? Our lighting is just weird tonight. Is that better or worse? That's the same, I think. Well, anyway, I'll fool with it again in a second before we break into our baseball. If you did not hear me say this earlier, I expect this stuff will ship out either tomorrow or Wednesday because there's not much of it and I'm in pretty good shape shipping wise, so I'm going to try to get it out the door pretty quickly. And if you want a one-touch for anything other than that giant Mitch Trubisky, which I don't know if I have a one-touch that fits in. I suspect that it's way bigger even than a 260, which is the biggest one-touch I think I have. But if you want a one-touch for anything else, shoot me a message on eBay. Let me know. If I have it, I'm always happy to do it, just at my cost for the case and the PayPal fees. And that wraps up Immaculate Football. That is the last of the Immaculate Football. But we do have some Rookies and Stars football that we'll be starting on a little bit later this week. And I'm sure there's some other too. I just can't think what it is off the top of my head. And here's what, actually, you know what I'm going to do before we even do that? I'm going to try to, sometimes I think when the focus sets itself based on, like I had those Immaculate boxes in front of it when I changed the focus, I think sometimes that throws off the balance of the lighting or something. So I'm just going to try to do it like this and then see if we have better luck in a moment when we start on our luminaries. So let's take a look at the spreadsheet here for luminaries. And this, of course, once again, is a 4-box break, 2017 Topps Luminaries Baseball. This is a third of a case, and this is the third and final break of this case. Once again, any teams that say no bids buyback, that just means it was an orphan team. Nobody gave it a forever home. So if something comes out for one of those teams, stays here with me. Otherwise, it will ship out to you guys, assuming that you've paid for it, of course. Somebody sent me a message today, and among many other things that this person said, it's not really it's kind of a long story, but anyway, they wanted to know why one of my feedback items, why the guy said, you know, that I kept his hits. I'm like, well, because I wrote under it why I kept his hits. He never paid for them, never paid for any of his breaks. He stiffed me for, gosh, it was close to $300. And then he left me negative feedback saying I kept his hits. And I'm like, well, of course I kept his hits. He didn't pay for it. So why would I just send him $300 worth of stuff if he didn't pay anything? And the guy still was just like, yeah, you're awful. You're terrible. I'm like, okay, you know, sure, whatever, guy. I'm sure, you know, if you were to walk into a store and try to walk out with $300 worth of stuff that you didn't pay for, I imagine that they wouldn't let you have it. But I tell you, people on eBay, they are interesting, to say the least. You get people that leave you negative feedback if they don't get hits. You get people that leave you negative feedback when they don't pay for their hits, so you don't ship them because they didn't pay for them. They leave you... People just are... People these days, a lot of people, not all people, of course, you guys are great, but sometimes you run across people who are not very nice these days. And they seem to say things that I think if they were standing in front of you, they would never say or act that way. But because, you know, they're behind a keyboard miles and miles away, they just figure, hey, it's fair game, you know, and all of whatever kind of crap they've had hurled at them all day, they just turn around and throw it back at somebody else for no apparent reason. But anyway, we're going to start this off with a nice hit for the Baltimore Orioles with Frank Robinson, numbered to 15. And I really like that hit for you, Orioles, because I think Frank Robinson is an awesome hit. And numbered to 15, even better. Cut signature. I love that. Love it, love it. Our nice little cut signature is for the Phillies, Richie Ashburn. And where's the numbering on that? It's 1 of 1. All right. I thought it was 1 of 1, but then I couldn't see the 1 of 1. It's printed right down there at the bottom. It says 1 of 1, Richie Ashburn. So each of our breaks tonight with a 1 of 1 hit. Can't go too wrong with that. Next out for the Astros, Craig Biggio to 15. There's also a little bit of material right over here under the numbers. It's kind of hard to see it because it's gray, but there is a little bit of a relic under there. And then we're going to wrap it up with a Wade Boggs for the Boston Red Sox, also numbered to 15, because 15 is the highest, you know, that they go in luminaries. Don't go any higher than that. So everything you get in here is a nice hit. So to recap, we have the Wade Boggs for the Boston Red Sox. The Biggio for numbered to 15 also for the Astros. The nice 1 of 1 cut signature headed off to the Philadelphia Phillies with the Richie Ashburn. And then Frank Robinson to 15 for the Baltimore Orioles. So overall, I'm pretty pleased with the hits that we pulled out of luminaries. I mean, I think as a whole, we did pull some really nice stuff out of that case. So, but that is the last of it. That is all the luminaries that I had, just the one case. So that's what we're working with. And once again, expect that to ship out tomorrow or Wednesday. And that's all we have for tonight. Nice, easy night. Hope I'll see you again on another break going forward. We got lots of stuff listed. Football, basketball, baseball, you name it, we've got it. And more stuff gets listed virtually every day. So always something new going up. Hopefully we'll find something else that interests you. And thanks again, guys. I appreciate you very much. Have a great night. Oh, hi, Edward. Yes, that was your hit, I take it. Awesome, man. I'm glad we got one for you. You have a great night, too. Thank you. Bye-bye, guys.